Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Guerrero. I just wanted to introduce myself a little bit and talk a little bit about the course. I'm currently away, so I couldn't really do this live. I had a bit of a time conflict, and I just didn't see it coming. Um, but I wanted to talk about an introduction to the course. So today we won't be doing any chemistry, which is great for the first week, and answer a lot of questions that I think you guys might have. So first I want to talk about myself. So I just graduated in the spring of 2021. Uh, I graduated with biochemistry and a minor in math and English. I was largely involved with the hunter community as part of track and field and cross country, and also HCAP and the Red Cross. I did my honors thesis in biomaterials, and yeah, I've been a POTA since I first took Gen Chem. And this is something I'm excited about. So I can't wait to meet you all live. And I'm going to talk about our syllabus now. So I'm going to share a screen. And first, I'm going to go over this. So this can be found in Blackboard, and I'll show you how to do it. But for now, I'll talk a little bit about it. My email's here. Um, and so is our lab lecturer, Gabriella. So this is how grading will work. There's going to be a lecture component and a lab, and the lab is going to be for most of your grade, the most points. So that's what this is here. Um, and oh, so some questions I might get is like, what's the intro and safety? I'll show you some top hat. I know that some people already tried to do it. I'm gonna give you guys another chance on that. And your lowest lab can be dropped. So this could be used, for example, as an emergency day. But you also do get one excuse absence. So that excuse absence is basically your lowest grade getting dropped. If you're late, you're not going to be allowed to do the experiment. This made a little more sense in person, but I feel like with online, I can have more leeway. I would strongly suggest no one come late and try to come as much as possible. I'm also recording this for both my section 18 and 19 classes. Some of you meet at 11, the other class meets at 1. Um, I do want to mention one more thing. So you will have group work and your team will depend on you. So that's one big reason not to come late. And I forgot to mention, I think it's here, but my office hours are going to be Thursday, 4 to 5 p.m. So it's on the same day you guys have lab. You can still request me if you need to meet with me outside those hours. Just tell me when. I'm very flexible to meet anytime, especially the evening. Not really so much the mornings. So yeah, I do want to mention this. Um, it's completely optional to buy a carbon copy notebook. In lab, it's pretty helpful and you might need it later on, but I really don't think so. I would not suggest buying it for this course. A computer writing on Word on the side, or having an iPad and writing on that, or even any notebook and writing with pen and paper, I think was way better. You will have to buy a top hat, but it also comes with this class, and you need to use it in order to use the lecture component and take your test there. This is a generic syllabus, so your top hat join code I already emailed to you guys, and for your email you got unique personalized invites to the course. And I'll show you how to join for those that haven't. Please don't cheat. Anything that you might consider cheating probably is cheating. If you have any questions, please let me know. And also, I'm sure in the Hunter website, it talks about what that might be. If you think you might have a learning disability or could benefit from the Office of Success Accessibility, I highly recommend talking to them. I don't know if the number will work, but they're probably in person now. I would probably email them. Um, if anything, calling them will guide you to the right place immediately. There would be a directory. This is going to be a safe space, so I really don't want problematic statements. If you think it's problematic, please don't say it, even if you think it's a joke. And let's refrain from using any sort of inappropriate vocabulary. The Title IX office for future reference isn't just for sexual misconduct, but also domestic violence. And you can also report things anonymously, so please use it as much as you need to. And I would say, here's just some tips. Um, Please report sexual violence, and you can also do so anonymously or through the NYPD Special Victims Division hotline. I would save the public safety's number on my phone. It's different in the Brookdale campus, Silverman, and the 68th Street. So if you're dorming, make sure you have the 68th Street and the Brookdale dorms. Either way, it's okay to have one. They'll just direct you. It's just quicker. And I highly recommend, this is what I was talking about with Title IX. If you ever encounter anything, please email these people. They reply pretty quickly. Oh yeah, there's my office hours and my email. I answer pretty quickly, like within an hour or two. So there is going to be some changes. One thing you will notice that um, is in your syllabus on Blackboard that I need to change is the start date. So today we're just going to be talking about how to use Top Hat and Blackboard. We're not going to be doing any chemistry lab safety videos yet. That's for next week. I thought that would be for this week, but it's okay. That's even better. It's pretty chill on the first day. However, it's strongly recommended you get Top Hat because that's going to count as your attendance, and without it, that can be pretty troublesome. Just some advice: you need to be in your class like the first week. It's mandatory for things like financial aid. I was never really sure because I kind of just went to class and didn't have that problem in the future. We're going to end around the 9th. We're not going to meet every week because we're going to have some weeks off, like Thanksgiving, for example. So we're on the 9th, and if you think about it, let's say you do very well on all these labs, including like the 5-point safety. I don't think you have to attend the last one, but I need to check back on that. Still, it wouldn't help. It wouldn't hurt to attend all of them, and it's good to use the drop one lab as an emergency because you never know. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I think the rest of the syllabus is pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions, you can share. If you think other people might have a question, definitely email me and I will probably send like, oh, if you guys are still wondering about this, I forgot to explain type of email. Okay. Okay, so first I'm going to show you Blackboard. We're going to be meeting live every Thursday. You can find the syllabus I just mentioned on course materials. In order to go to lecture every day, every Thursday, you have to go to Tools and you have to go to Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. I might post a link somewhere so it's easier for you guys. Also, if you guys are interested, please tell me if you want me to email you with the link every morning because it might be kind of hard to use Blackboard on your phone if you're going to use Blackboard on your phone or iPad. Don't join. There's 2 rooms to join. One of them is course room. Please avoid using that. There's something in the bottom that says reoccurring. So this is an example. I know some of you are section 19 and you're going to meet at 1 p.m. That's fine. The room opens at 15 minutes before the set time. So open at like 9:55. I'm sorry, 10:55. And you guys can just join and chill there. And yeah, that's it. I'm sure some of you guys are wondering if you can have your webcams on or not. You can have it off. I have no problem with that. And definitely ask questions if you need to. I'll try and check the chat a lot. I think with Blackboard's kind of hard. You probably get a notification, I'm not sure. I know with Zoom, it's like really hard to like read the chat and also keep going, especially when I'm sharing my screen. So yeah, I would join here at the start of your class and that's it. You can do this on phone too. I never had a problem with it. I had an iPhone and an Android. It worked. And also you can do it on an iPad as well. That's all. I'm gonna have everyone's mics muted in the beginning so that no one's talking over each other. So please don't like play music or interrupt other people. And when we do go into these things, let's say for example, okay, I can't open the room yet, but let me join this. you guys are going to be sent into breakout room. So I'm going to show you a little tutorial about how Blackboard works, because some of you are freshmen and you never like experienced Blackboard yet, and some of you are not freshmen and you kind of know how it works, but I should still explain for those that didn't. I might pause and wait for, okay. So on the bottom, and you'll see this for a phone too, it says share audio. If I don't want to press it yet because I'm already sharing audio with something else, you can share a video. If you raise your hand, I will see it immediately. There's not really any other emojis to do anything with. I don't know if I'm gonna like record. I have the option to record, and you can save recordings on Blackboard so you can go back and view them. I'm not sure yet if that's gonna happen. So there's a chat. You can chat with everyone, or you can only chat with me, I think, because I'm the only moderator, unless Gabriella pops up. And over here, it says attendees. So I'm going to put everyone in breakout rooms whenever there's an experiment, kind of like how in real life, when this would be in person, you guys would be in one bench, like a group of 3 or 4. And you would have to, I would either tell you to join the breakout room or send one to you. So yeah, Blackboard is pretty simple. It's fair to use. Um, I would log into Blackboard first because there is the option to send a guest link. Like I wonder where it is. So you can join Blackboard through a guest link, like if you're gonna share it with someone like a Zoom link. But the problem with that is that if you're not logged into Blackboard and you just don't have a name, you might not count as attendance. We're using Blackboard so that like your CUNY first is in sync, and if you join, I can see what time you join and see if you're late, and those things are pretty automatic. I don't really have a say in them. So I highly recommend logging into Blackboard as opposed to using a guest link. So I would also just try and use a computer as much as possible. So that's it. You can see your grades here. It'll be posted, but it'll be posted at the end. Most of your grades are going to come from Top Hat. So now it's finally time to talk about Top Hat. When I sent you guys an invite to join Top Hat, when I send you an invite to join Top Hat, this is what it will look like. Oh wait, I need to share my screen. And the first thing you're going to see is an introductory table of contents. The lab safety overview is worth 5 points, and lab equipment. I don't think there's any like kind of quiz for that. No. So for the lab safety video, I already explained the first 2 things. Please feel free to look at them. You're gonna have to watch a video for safety overview and answer questions based on them. So the way it works is that there's multiple choice. There's like select the following, and then there's short response. Over here, you would have to, like, to answer this question, you would have to select something by clicking on it and then pressing submit. Over here, Top Hat is a little weird. If you do a misspelling, it will automatically count that as wrong, but I think they've already changed that by now. But if you use some things like an equal sign or a slash, it also may grade that wrong. But in general, every single person's like response, whether you got points for it or not, I'm going to have to manually grade. So your first original score is probably not your true score. It might give you like half as much if there's half as many short response, meaning it gives you a 0 for all short response questions. That doesn't mean it's going to stay 0. Most likely it will not. So what you write, I'll have to grade individually. And what I cannot grade is the multiple choice on Top Hat. And yeah. And this has been like used for a while now, so I don't really think the questions have any errors in them or misspellings. Some of them have, but they've been corrected at this point. meaning to get points for these multiple choice or select may not happen. Like, it's not really bargainable, basically, is what I'm saying. So just for this week, or actually next week, we're going to talk about safety. How every lab is going to go on forward is the day before. So both of you are on a Wednesday, both my sections. I mean, on a Thursday. On Wednesday, you're going to have three things available. That's going to be a pre-lab, and it's pretty simple. This here is a page, pre-lab skills, talking about what you might need to know for the lab. So you're going to have to watch a video, and a puzzle, which is something your group is going to be thinking about the day before. There's going to be like a question, so you have an entire day to think about this, or maybe the night before, and you can sleep on it. And then we'll go over that like in person. So on a Wednesday morning, automatically the pre-labs are going to be open, and you guys can read them. There's nothing to grade. Afterwards, when we meet on Thursday at 11 or at 1, you will have to see the notebook and data analysis and post-lab questions. So this is something you have to work with your team, maybe watch a video and listen to me lecture a little bit to answer. And something that's very unique to future pre-health students, especially nursing, is a connection to human health, where we're going to be connecting what we learned with real life phenomenons regarding the body. And every single lab will be like that. On a Wednesday morning, you're going to have a pre-lab and other things you're going to need to know beforehand for the lab. You have to come prepared to the lab and know them in order to answer questions. And then immediately we're going to start getting into the experiment. And that's how it's going to go for everything. So again, Top Hat is the most important. Please sign in. It will count as your participation for this week. And I will definitely read the introduction and table of contents and see if you have any questions. And definitely watch this video, of course, but you're already watching this video if you are. There's a chat here. If you guys have questions, you can ask, it'll save. And if you never received a link somehow, there's a join code, which is also on Blackboard over here. It's going to be on course information. This is a different number for section 19 if you meet on 1 p.m. That's for section 18. I think that's all. Top Hat comes with a notebook if you want to use it or anything else. Yeah, that's all. I noticed for some student that when you're signing up, it asks for student ID. That's your employee ID, so I might have to go in and fix that for some of you that didn't enter it, but please make sure when you're signing up, and for those that haven't yet, you have to enter your employee ID. If you have an ID, it's like, I don't have mine right now with me, but it's like on your physical ID, and you're gonna need to know that for everything, not just like this course. So I guess that's all. Not much else to explain, pretty chill. Just sign up for Top Hat, review all you need to know for the course, like in terms of like the syllabus. It shouldn't take too long. We're gonna meet and attendance is mandatory. A lot of things aren't in my control, like whether you come late or not, that's already known. And there will be group work. So yeah, that's all. If you guys have any more questions or anything, feel free to let me know. Send me an email. I answer pretty quickly. And I'm really excited to have you guys with me. I had just graduated, and I would love to join the Hunter community again. If there's any problems, like if you need some advice, like, oh, I have a in-person class, right? And then 10 minutes later, I have an online class and there's no seats. What am I gonna do? I can advise like to go to the library, or if someone has like a problem, like, oh, my classes are packed, I can't eat. What can I do? I know Hunter pretty well and resources around us, so I can work with that. If you ever feel like you have a problem, please let me know. You can do so anonymously if you want. This is a safe space and safe environment. I hope all students are friendly towards each other. And if you're ever confused about something, just let me know and I'll tell you if something's okay or not. But if you have to question it, it probably is not okay. And that's all. I'm excited to meet you all, so congratulations and take care, everyone.